Mike Sullivan. I'm a former IRS agent and teaching instructor with IRS. Welcome to my YouTube station. I worked at IRS for a decade. I've been in private practice for 40 years. I've been doing this for 50 years. I am a national expert. I'm just at home and I shoot my YouTubes. I don't want to do this in a suit and tie. You want to see me in a suit and tie, go to my website at 777irs.com. You can see many of my national TV interviews on ABC, The Briefing Room, Newsmax, News Nation, CBS, NBC. They're all right there. More important, if you go to my website, you'll see my team of former IRS agents and attorneys and CPAs. Anyway, I have been doing this a long time, and I only try to make these videos 3 minutes just to give you the truth. Nobody wants to listen to any blowhard speaking about what they have done. Anyway, here's the bottom line. There's different ways that you can resolve your tax debt, and people want to know what are the solutions that actually work. There's a lot of stuff on the internet, and you can read this and talk to this person, do this YouTube on this. I've worked this job, I've lived this job for 50 years. Whatever I tell you right now is really gold. So when you have a tax debt with IRS, I was a revenue officer and that was my job. I used to collect the taxes. That inventory that you have, you're responsible for. It's the same thing at the service center. There's thousands, probably millions of cases in the service center. They have to close those cases. How do they do that? Well, you can go online and make a payment agreement if you fit the IRS parameters to do that. You want to do an amortization schedule and pay it off over 6 years, 5 years. But if you have it in a regular way you have to pay, you're going to have to get in another payment arrangement with IRS. If you want to go into currently non-collectible status because you don't have the money, or you want to do an offer and compromise to settle your debt for pennies on a dollar, you're going to have to fill a financial statement out. And that financial statement that you have and the documentation that you have to support it is going to make a determination how IRS is going to close your case. So if I was still at IRS and I'm working your case, my hat's always on crooked. Anyway, when that happens, I look at it. I look at your assets, and I look at your income and expenses. IRS is going to look at your spending habits. IRS is going to allow you. You have to understand only certain expenses, and they're going to marginalize those. And they're called the IRS National Standard Program. You could go look and see what your national standards are. Just go IRS National Standards for food and clothing, IRS National Standards for housing and utilities, where you'll go ahead and hit a state and then you'll hit a county, then IRS National Standards for car payments, IRS National Standards for operations. So once you understand that financial statement, you will then understand exactly where IRS is going to put you. If you're going to do if you can't pay and they're going to put you in currently non-collectible, the service center can do that, or a revenue officer can do that. If you're going to be put on a regular payment plan, the service center can do that, and so is an RO. The offer and compromise is probably going to take up to a year, and do not do a knee-jerk reaction hiring someone. I used to work the offer program. IRS accepted 13,000 offers of all of the United States last year. You must give your offer to someone who is very skilled and knows really what they're doing, like me. But anyway, if you don't, just make sure you're hiring an attorney, a CPA, an enrolled agent. Those are the only people licensed to speak on your behalf and really give you good information. Anyway, give me a subscription if you would. You can make a Calendly appointment. If you call my office, you'll speak directly to me. Anyway, thank you for the subscription. I appreciate it. Thank you.